Good morning. I'm so happy to be with you today on this episode of Adults on the School. My name is Shea Ginny. Today we are going to talk under the topic Seeking for Unity from the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verses 4 right down to 17. This letter was written by Apostle Paul. Now, if you remember some time ago, we spoke about church discipline from 1 Corinthians chapter 5. Paul had written a severe letter to the believers of Corinth with regards to tolerating sin in the church. And so he wrote and gave guidelines to the believers on how they should deal with someone who had committed a sin of immorality amongst them. So in 2 Corinthians chapter 2, he wanted to get a feedback on what happened and how the believers responded or reacted towards his letter. He was supposed to get this feedback from Titus in Troas, but when he got to Troas, he didn't meet Titus, so he had to go right to Macedonia because his heart was seeking to know what had actually happened with the instructions he gave. When he met Titus in Troas, the feedback was positive. The believers received the letter and followed the counsel that he gave. And the purpose of church discipline, as Apostle Paul mentions, was that the person who had committed immorality was not going to be deterred or expelled from the church, but the purpose of church discipline was to forgive the person and to restore the person back to the fold, lest the devil, that is, if you see in verse 11 of our text, 2 Corinthians 2, so that Satan will not take hold of that person. So Paul emphasizes the importance of forgiving someone who has been put on discipline so that the person's soul can be restored. Very important. So as believers today, we have to understand that irrespective of someone's sin, that person needs to be forgiven after being put on discipline. Thank you very much for listening and hope to see you in the next episode.